Good evening, folks. This is our first weekly webcast of the Rosman Tiger Sports Network coverage of Rosman Tiger football, but we hope it's not just football. We've got some plans to bring you volleyball scores and keep up with other fall sports as they go on, and then maybe we're moving into the winter sports. We don't know. I'm here with Matt Morgan. This is not our usual studio. This is the back porch of Matt's house. Our studio is still under construction, but we hope to have it done soon. And for those of you who may not have seen this before, sorry, this is really all you get. But we hope that you'll join us weekly. We're going to give you, over the next few minutes, just an example of some of the things we'll be doing in this weekly broadcast. Matt, thanks for joining me on your own back porch.
You're quite welcome, Mike. Now, we're going to be covering a lot of stuff on this weekly webcast. We're going to try to cover the calendar of events, what's going on that week in Tiger sports. We're going to go over scores from the previous week. We're going to have some coaches' interviews. We've got some games that we're actually going to be playing with the fans. And just a lot of information. We'll have scores from the previous week. A lot of different stuff. We'll get to that as we go through. Mike has some information, though, about one of our Tigers. Once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. We have one of our Tigers from back in the 80s that's in need of a little bit of assistance, and Mike's got some information for you about that.
Most of you may know Kelly Banther. I graduated with Kelly a long, long time ago. We won't talk about how long ago, but Kelly suffered some health problems recently, and the good folks up around the Lake Toxaway Sapphire area have decided to do a benefit for Kelly, and that's going to be on Saturday, September 2nd. Excuse me, I'll look at my notes here, at the Lake Toxaway Community Center, starting at 11 o'clock with barbecue and hot dog plates with all the fixings, live music from 1 to 6 p.m., bingo at 7 p.m., and there's a raffle going on right now of a Henry 22 lever action rifle with a large western loop. It's on display down at Bear Tracks if you want to take a look. Any donations would be appreciated, and I was told today by one of the sponsors and one of the coordinators that they really need help with volunteers for the event. So if you can spare any time now or before or during the event, let Bruce Hutchison or Brenda Allen or Teresa Rigsby know, and you can contact us at the Rosman Tiger Sports Network email, and I can give you those phone numbers. I don't like to give phone numbers out over the internet, but I'll sure be glad to hook you up with those folks. And as Matt said, once a Tiger, always a Tiger, and we've got a former Rosman High School alum and a former Tiger football player that needs help, and we're going to do everything we can here over the next few weeks to see what we can get done. I appreciate you listening on that, and any questions you have, you can contact us at the Rosman Tiger Sports Network. We'll be glad to direct you in the right area to the right person.
Sounds good, folks. Definitely try to help out whatever you can. All right, Mike, are you ready to get the show going?
Let's get it going. Let's show the folks what's coming up and kind of give them a preview of what we're going to be doing the rest of the year.
For this edition of the weekly Tiger Sports Calendar, we only have one matchup. The Rosman Tiger varsity football team will have their home opener against the East Henderson Eagles Friday night with kickoff at 7:30 p.m. As the school year begins, we will be including all Tiger sports on our calendar, so listen each week for updates.
Starting next week, we'll have a weekly scores segment. In this, we'll be posting scores from around West North Carolina and the Smoky Mountain Conference for football as well as volleyball. So stay tuned for next week as you'll see some scores from that week's action. Tigers in their first full scrimmage of the season against the Carolina Wildcats on Thursday night in Rosman. We'll start out with some offensive highlights. Luke Stewart shows us a little bit of what we're going to see with the passing attack this year. A little swing pass outside to Dalen Thomas, and he cuts back inside with some good yardage. Then Tigers come back with a little underneath handoff. Junior David Hall takes it and drives his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Almost a repeat performance here. David Hall once again cuts through, follows his blocking well, and into the end zone.
Defensively for the Tigers, they got good penetration most of the night. As you'll see on this first play, the Wildcats snap the ball. There's a handoff, and Jonathan Holliday says, hello, right there, about a 4-yard loss. Next play, you'll see the same thing as the defensive end on the backside. Peyton McCall reads the play, makes the tackle right there, 5-yard loss. So good penetration by the Tigers.
On Friday night, Tigers face the Smoky Mountain Mustangs over in Silva on a very rainy night. We'll start out with some offensive highlights. Stewart brings the Tigers out starting about midfield on this possession. He takes the snap. He's going to make an underneath handoff once again, David Hall, and he just flying up the field. Huge gain for the Tigers. On this play, he's showing that arm again as he hits Dalen Thomas across the middle, and then Dalen's breaking tackles and driving people down for a big gain. Now we're going to see almost a picture-perfect repeat here. Look at the crossing pattern. Dalen catches the ball, tries to fight off a defender, and fights his way for a good gain. On this play, Dalen makes another catch, and then all of a sudden, boom, he just kills the defensive back trying to make the tackle. In this play, we're going to see newcomer to Rosman, Thomas Collins. Look at he's driving his legs and fighting his way into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown.
Defensively for the Tigers, another good effort. Here's a simulated game scrimmage. A big third down. He makes the stop right there. This would have ended the drive and forced Mustangs to punt. Here's a pass breakup down the field. A good pass. He throws it about 25 yards, and Jacob Caldwell knocks it away around midfield. Here's some more penetration by the Tigers. There's a handoff, and he stopped cold in the backfield for no gain. Nice little play right here as the Mustangs line up in trips. They run a little swing to the outside. He makes a catch. Pretty good little play, and boom! Marcus Stamey ends the thought of a touchdown right there. Comes right back with a pickoff. Stamey picks it off at the 2. He looks like he's got some room to the outside. He has to cut back to the middle of the field, but he still gets about a 31-yard interception return on a great defensive night for the Tigers.
When the regular season begins next week, we'll be interviewing Coach Stack weekly, getting his reactions from previous week's play. Weekly, the Rosman Tiger Sports Network. Myself, Matt Morgan, the Minister of Football, Dennis Richardson, and our sideline reporter, Scotty Ruff, will pick 4 big matchups in the area, and 1 fan will be chosen to go up against us for the week. This week's matchups are Pisgah versus Murphy at Western Carolina on Thursday night, Mountain Heritage at Brevard, Tuscola at Swain, and Franklin at Asheville. Entries must be made in the comment section of the Facebook post by 5 p.m. on Thursdays before the game.
Next week's matchup will be our home opener for the Tigers season, as the Rosman Tigers will be hosting the East Henderson Eagles starting at 7:30 p.m. at Silverstein Memorial Stadium. Try to be there and support our Tigers. Go Tigers!
Well, we hope you got a look at what's coming up over the next few months. We're looking forward to bringing you Rosman Tiger Sports here on the Rosman Tiger Sports Network. And Matt and I are excited about the football season and excited about the opportunity to talk with the fans about Rosman High School sports. And we're also looking forward to the challenge of the Pick 4 every week and picking that fan and seeing if the fan can beat the staff. That staff's myself and Matt, of course, and our Minister of Football and halftime analyst Dennis Richardson, and our sideline reporter Scotty Ruff are all going to join the contest, and we're going to compete against y'all, and we're looking forward to that opportunity and looking forward to that challenge. But coming up Friday night will be our first broadcast. 6:15 we go on the air. 7:30's kickoff as the Rosman Tigers host the East Henderson Eagles in the first game of the 2017 season. That'll about do it, Matt. Anything else?
Folks, we got to go and, as you saw in the highlights, we got to go and see a couple scrimmages this week. Tigers look good. They look different. We're excited to see what's going to be coming this season. Just come join us on the ride. We'll see what happens this year, and come out. If you listen to us on the radio, that's great. We love having listeners, but come out to the stands. Come out to the stadium, come out and join us, and let's cheer these guys on and girls. They're working hard, they're playing hard, and they're representing our school, and let's do what we can to support them.
Until next week, you've been listening to the Rosman Tiger Sports Network.